Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. Let me find my chat here. Hey, Morgan. Thanks for the reminders before the lives. You're welcome, Morgan. I'm trying to get better at Patreon, girl. Thank you for joining Patreon. I appreciate that. I was going to do live streams for, my Patreons, but I've just got 5, which I'm very grateful for the 5 that I have. But you know what I mean? I think I need a few more people before I can do that. Let's see, I see some more people in the chat. Let me look instead of running my mouth. I'm bad to run my mouth and not pay attention. Get the live chat. April, Karen, Debbie, Verbal, good morning. I hope y'all had a good weekend. This coronavirus has got crazy, y'all. I'm the type of person that tries not to freak out about everything that's on the news. I'm like out of sight, out of mind. That's the way I cope with things. I've been through a lot of trauma in my life, and that's how I've, dealt with it. Out of sight, out of mind. But now it's got really worrisome. When I'm worrying about it, it's getting bad. People's freaking out in the stores, taking everything off the damn shelves. Like, God almighty, have some respect for other people. You know what I took? 1 pack of toilet paper, 1 thing of bleach. You want to leave stuff for other people. Jesus. Just me. Hey, welcome. It's good to see you. Chrissy, hey, how are you? Hey, Lisa. Yeah, well, I'm not freaking out, but I'm worried because they did close school in our area for 2 weeks. Yeah, which is a good thing for Timothy because he was behind on his homework where he's been sick. So him and I have got to get on that homework today. He's got like, God almighty, he's got like 7 or 8 packlets to do. A lot of homework. I told him I was helping him with it, but I wasn't doing it for him. I'm worried about not making money, honestly. Yeah. Well, I was surprised. My hubby had a job to go do this morning in Bristol, but it's an outside job. Last year, he had put in a fence for a family that had a dog, and they did such good work. They wanted them to come back and put an awning on their back porch. So, hey, Mel, getting Joshy to sleep. My son's still asleep in the bed. I shut his door. I'm in my kitchen. I don't know how long I can sit here. I've had a lot of problems with my tendonitis the past week. I've been using a crutch as much as possible. I can't hardly walk. I can't hardly make it over to the funny farm. I need knee surgery, but that's not what's bothering me. It's that damn tendonitis on my Achilles heel. I've never had anything so painful. But, I don't want to talk about it much. I don't want to complain too much on here. Hey, Very Mary. Well, you're not that late. I just started. We've not talked about anything. So I'm quite riled up about a couple things. And I'm not in the best mood, so I may rant about it. For one, Jennifer Dulos. They came out with this article about how when Jennifer was in her 20s, she had an affair, or a fling, let's put this way, a fling, with Matt Lauer of the Today Show and Charlie Rose. So what? So what if she did? Why are they putting out articles about her past that has nothing to do with her disappearance and murder? Yeah, so she had bad choice in men. Huh. I've done that myself. I've not made the best choices when it came to men either in my younger days. But what does that got to do with a damn thing? She was in her 20s when this happened. Allegedly happened. Let's see what y'all are saying. Who cares? Yeah, I am so pissed off because someone close to her had to have told that news outlet Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, right here it is. Page 6 news. I'm going to read it to y'all. Jennifer never had the best taste in men, it seems. Missing Dulos, suspected to have been murdered by her husband, Fotis Dulos, dated both Matt Lauer and Charlie Rose in her 20s, according to a report by Air Mail. Both Rose and Lauer, of course, have been among the hardest hit by the Me Too movement, although both deny any wrongdoing. Between the ages of 23 and 25, Jennifer dated Matt Lauer and Charlie Rose, while each of them were otherwise occupied romantically. A friend of Jennifer's recently told the outlet. She never felt used by these men. I don't think she would have been able to relate to the Me Too movement. She seemed content to exchange her youth and beauty for their power and glamour. Well, you know what? Here's what I got to say to this friend of Jennifer Dulos. Screw you. What a good friend you are. Your friend has been brutally murdered, and you're airing out her dirty laundry to the news? What a piece of shit you are. Okay. Our mail says that at the time in the early 90s, Lauer was in his mid-30s and the rising star at NBC Today Show, while Charlie Rose was in his 50s, the host of one of the most important talk shows in the country and in a committed relationship. Both scandal-scarred broadcasters denied having been involved with Jennifer Dulos. Our Mail wrote that Lauer did so in a timid, gun-shy, post-scandal way, and that Rose responded by email. I would like to be helpful, but I just don't remember being involved with her. Well, maybe he wasn't. Is there any proof to back this up? Or is just someone seeking a little bit of fame that might have knew Jennifer coming out and spreading lies? I am pissed about this. With a friend like that, who needs any enemies, right? A total bitch would do something like this. This is a bitch move. I wanted to do a video on it when I saw it yesterday, and I was like, no, I'm going to save it for my live stream because I am pissed off about this. Pissed off about Evelyn's case too, and I'll get to that in a minute. Hey, Andrew. That is just as disgusting as how they all trashed Shanann when she was passed. Yeah, it is disgusting. Very disgusting. I'm pissed. It's none of nobody's business what Jennifer did in her 20s before she was married to Fotis Dulos. It's none of nobody's business. It's none of nobody's business what I did in my 20s or anybody else did in their 20s. That is irrelevant. Yeah, she had bad taste in men. So what? We all freaking know that. She married Fotis Dulos. She had bad taste in men. So what? Oh, God, it just pissed me off. I just want to ramble. Hey, Light Feather. Hey, Red Rum. How are you? I just don't understand why they would come out and slander her name like this. And her allegedly passed away. I don't know, Mel, if Alex had her baby or not yet. I need to check on her. Hey, Denise Rainey. Happy Monday, everyone. I can't stay to chat, but I'm listening as I run errands. Hope y'all are well. Hopefully I can chat tomorrow. Be safe out, girl. Wash your hands when you get home. When I went to Walmart the other day, as soon as I got back through the door, I was washing my hands, hand sanitizing. I didn't even want to touch the buggy, so I pulled my sweatshirt down over my hands and pushed the buggy. Tremaine, hey, my baby girl fussing and cutting up a storm. God, it just makes me so mad. And then I have people sending me pictures of thumbnails of people being disrespectful about Evelyn Boswell's case, using her picture as a thumbnail and having clickbait. Have some damn respect, people. It just really gets to me that some people do true crime and it's just content for them. I mean, And that's it. Yeah, it's content for everybody, that covers true crime. But you're supposed to have a heart and have some compassion and sympathy. The nerve of people. Hey, Ginger Locks, good morning. Our schools closed down till the end of March here in South Carolina. Oh, my goodness. Well, they're closed for 2 weeks here. It's bad. I don't even want to get out in public. Victim bashing needs to be banned. That should have never been printed. I know. Well, the article goes on to say they must have discussed it on TV as well. They were having a special on TV about it, about Jennifer and this Matt Lauer. I wouldn't have printed. That is hearsay. Is there any pictures of Jennifer and Matt Lauer? It don't make a damn if there is, so what? I don't think that's got anything to do with her murder. I know it don't. Like, her family has been through enough. There is 5 kids that doesn't have a mother or a father. Their mother's body never found, allegedly murdered by their father, and their father commits suicide. I think they've been through enough. There's been enough printed about it. If you're not going to stick to the facts of the case, just don't write a damn thing. I have a picture of Matt Lauer. Oh, do you? I know, just me. And that runs all over me, that people just don't have any sympathy or empathy when they're discussing these cases. It's just content for them. They don't care about the victim. It pisses me off. Sometimes when I read these true crime stories like I've been doing for the past 2 days, it puts me in a bad mood. I've got another one I'm going to discuss with y'all. First, I saw something Meerkat in the chat. Oh, hey, Meerkat. I read Canada schools are closed until September. Hey, it's better to be safe than sorry. My immune system is not that good, so I'm staying out of public, which I stay home most of the time anyways. Sometimes I do get out and about. Hell, I can't hardly walk right now to even get out. It's not relevant, but shows how she was a likable person. I'm sure in her 20s she was absolutely, oh yeah, she was a beautiful woman. Even, in her 50s, Jennifer was a beautiful woman. I've seen pictures of her when she was young. She was gorgeous, of course. But she didn't need to date those men for power and money. She's from a powerful family with plenty of money. She didn't need them for any clout. Believe me. This is a very well-to-do family. Jennifer and her family have more money than Matt Lauer and Charlie Rose, I'm sure. I just drove by my old high school and I see kids and buses out there. School's still open down here. Really, Tremaine? They'll probably close them, though. My son and his girlfriend left late last night for their first time in Las Vegas. Heard this morning Sin City shut down early this morning. Oh my goodness, Cheryl. I hope they're okay. True, I wouldn't have went out there. It's times like this, I don't mind being from a small area. Not a lot of people around. I've always wanted to go to Vegas and gamble at the slot machines. I'd rather be broke than sell my soul for any amount of money. Me too. Me too. I don't title my videos to where it's clickbait. Usually what I put in my titles is what I'm going to talk about, There is something I want to pull up. There was a baby. I came across this story. There was a baby found about 40 years ago in a ditch, froze to death, tears frozen to its tiny cheeks. And they just now arrested the mother of that baby all these years later. Oh, let me see. What was her name? We're going to look at her picture. I saw that stupid conspiracy theorist Alex Jones was trying to sell toothpaste, said it cured the coronavirus. What an idiot. He must be an idiot. Gosh. Okay. My screen share seems to be doing a lot better since I'm in my kitchen area, not back there in the bedroom. Let's look at this evil woman's picture. Okay, let me get out my chat. I'm going to read the article from my phone, though. She's from South Dakota. A South Dakota woman accused of leaving her newborn in the trash to die nearly 40 years ago says authorities illegally obtained her DNA. As Crime Online previously reported, authorities used genealogy sites and DNA testing and determined the mother's infant was Teresa Rose Bentis. The infant, nicknamed Baby Andrew, was found deceased in a ditch in 1981. When questioned, Teresa reportedly told detectives that at the time she hid the pregnancy from her family and friends, later gave birth in her apartment. Then she drove the infant to, I think I'm going to pronounce this right, Suquex Falls, where she dumped him in a cornfield. The 57-year-old said she was young and stupid at the time, according to her arrest affidavit. She was 19 when she gave birth. Well, lady, you was 19 years old. You knew better. The Argus leader reports that a man named Lee Litz first made the gruesome discovery after spotting a red basket while driving a Jeep with his friend near 33rd Street and Sycamore Avenue. In 2006, he told the outlet he had a strange feeling about the blanket and followed his instincts. The memory of finding baby Andrew still haunted him over 30 years later. I sure would have adopted him rather than see him die like that, Litz said. Litz said he could see the infant's tears frozen to his tiny cheeks. Baby Andrew was alive when Teresa left him in the ditch, according to officials. The baby slowly succumbed to exposure and passed away. Teresa reportedly admitted she saw news coverage about her baby, but told authorities she was in denial that she was the one responsible for that. Excuse me. She now claims that investigators dug through her trash without permission and took DNA samples from beer cans, cigarette butts, and water bottles. She pleaded not guilty to murder and is fighting the charges against her, claiming authorities violated her constitutional rights. Bitch, you violated that baby's constitutional rights. You was his judge, jury, and executioner. God, his stories get me riled in. Let's see what else it says. People do not have a privacy interest in the things that they throw in the trash, but they definitely have privacy interest in their DNA, and that is one of those items, her lawyer, Clint Sargent, said, according to NBC News. And there's nothing a free person can do to not deposit DNA on the stuff they deal with every day. Hey, once it's in the trash, it's fair game. They can come and get it once, you've disposed of it. They have solved numerous cases by using this genealogy sites. Pure evil. Hey, at 19 years old, she knew better than that. And I'm sorry I'm cussing so much this morning, but I'm in a bad mood. These stories put me in a bad mood. I just don't get how someone could put a baby out in the cold, go home, and sit there and could just go on with their life and just leave it out there to die. I just don't get that. Teenager or not, you know better than that. Teenagers know better than that. It's no excuse. Yeah, if she's got nothing to hide, what's the problem? The genealogy sites will solve cases for all the generations to come. Yeah, they caught the Golden State Killer like that. Didn't he take a plea deal to avoid the death sentence? I think I saw something about that the other day. He's looking like jail has took a toll on him. I had my first child at 19. She knew better. Yeah, Cheryl. My mom had my oldest brother at, I think she was 16 when she got pregnant. So about 17 when she had him. Tremaine, are you sick or something? I was reading your and Mel's messages. I'm behind the chat here. Did I say good morning to Annie? I don't think I did. Hey, Annie, I'm sorry. I get to running my mouth. I don't know what I do. Assistant Regional Manager. Hey, how are you? Kim A. Kim A, are y'all under quarantine? Let me see. I got my notes here, y'all. I couldn't prepare this morning what I was going to talk about, so I wouldn't forget. Let me see. Oh, yeah, there was. Let me get out of this. There was a case. I can't remember where it's at. I got to pull it up. But the little baby's name is Jaden McGee. He was beat to death a few days ago by his mom's boyfriend. Let me find it. This broke my heart. She left him. Well, let me just find the article before I tell y'all about what happened, so I don't get anything wrong. I want y'all to see his picture. Get it pulled up here. He is so cute. He's got this cute little Halloween costume on. This was heartbreaking. Okay, let me get to my screen share. I don't know what the hell's wrong with people in this world. Okay. Now, let me find it on my phone. That way I don't have problems with scrolling and stuff, and y'all can see the picture. Well, let me find it here. Here he is. Yeah, his name is Jaden McGee. This happened in Alabama. Jaden McGee, it says mom's boyfriend allegedly beat Alabama boy who is 1 year old to death. He refused to call 911 despite the mother's pleas. An Alabama man has been charged with capital murder for allegedly beating his girlfriend's 1 year old son to death. Christopher Eugene Knight, 35, stands accused of killing Jaden McGee, according to a statement from Birmingham police. Jaden had only turned 1 on February 28th and was the son of Knight's girlfriend, 23-year-old Natasha McGee. No known motive for the fatal violence has been disclosed. Knight was initially detained Tuesday on aggravated child abuse charges. Those charges were upgraded to capital murder Thursday. He is being held without bond, and it was unclear if he had retained legal counsel. Natasha McGee tells the Birmingham News she was at work Saturday morning when she got a call from Knight. She had left Jaden in his care, something she had done many times before, she claims. He called me saying Jaden's barely breathing, Natasha told the paper. I told him to call 911, but he wouldn't. He said you need to come home and see about him. She rushed home, and when I saw my son, I knew something was wrong, she said. I could tell by the way he was acting. Paramedics were summoned to the home. He was alive, but he wasn't saying anything, she explained. He was fighting to breathe. I knew he was still alive, but he wasn't alert. Jaden was transported to a nearby hospital, where doctors determined his skull had been fractured, and he had experienced a blood clot. Surgery was performed to stop the swelling in his brain, but no surgery could save Jaden, his mother soon learned. Doctors said the damage to his brain was too severe. She sat at his bedside, and I kept praying he would get better, McGee said. I was telling him, hang in, baby boy, be strong. I was telling him I was sorry. The decision was made Tuesday to remove Jaden's little body from life support. He died soon after being taken off the machines. Oh gosh, this is hard, y'all. It's been a nightmare, McGee said to the Birmingham News on Wednesday. Waking up today, knowing that I can't see him again, I'm just so sad. According to McGee, her son was always happy. He touched so many people's hearts, she said. He just loved to play. He would smile and just brighten up your day. Jaden was a high-spirited baby. He was loving and caring and just a precious little baby boy whose innocent life was taken. A GoFundMe campaign has been launched to help cover the cost of Jaden's funeral. Oh my gosh, I barely got through that without crying. You got to watch. You cannot just trust anybody with your child. You know, and according to her, she had left Jaden in this guy's care before. And to her knowledge, he had never abused him. I don't believe that, though. I don't believe that he just snapped and beat that baby to death that day, fractured his skull. He was probably abusing him before that, and she just didn't know it. Bless her heart. Let's see. Let me find my chat. I love when my phone freezes up. Gosh. Okay. Hey, Will. Good morning. I enjoyed your live stream Saturday. Seems like every time I get to watching your live stream, yeah, I get halfway through it, and then something happens, and I have to go do something. If it's not the father, the abuse risk is about 90% statistically. Hey, look, hey, I trust my hubby, right? But if my son came to me and said, hey, you know, he did something to me, I would automatically believe it. Even though I trust my hubby because I know my kid. I know my kid would never lie to me. And I always ask him, you know, does anybody be mean to you? Anybody say anything to you? I always make sure because I know what I went through as a child. I just can't help it. I'm overprotective. I know my hubby would never do it. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? You have to make your kids aware, you know, of things going on in the world. I always question my son. I always tell him about strangers and everything. If I hear him in there playing a game, talking to somebody, I go in there and ask him who they're talking to, who he's talking to, and how old they are. Yeah, my hubby has always been good to my son. Since I met Mark, he has. I mean, after I started dating Mark, it wasn't, but probably a week later, he's like, oh, can I meet your son? And I was like, no. Not till I figure out if we're serious or not. But a few weeks went by. It was like around Easter or something. And he went out on his own and bought my son a bunch of stuff. And he still does that to this day. I knew he was a keeper. I know when he went out and bought him shoes and stuff, not like Timothy needed shoes. He just went out and bought him some skateboarding shoes and stuff like that, an Easter basket. Me too, Light Feather. You got to educate your kids. I always explain to Timothy, about it's just not little girls that get abused and stuff. It happens to little boys too. Try to make him aware, pedophiles online, they're just not after little girls. Because that stuff worries me. I'll question him. I'll be like, what if a stranger said if you came meet them out in the school parking lot, they'd give you a game or something? Would you do it? I ask him stuff like that, and he's like, of course not, Mom. I know it would be a setup. But I just always want to make sure. Assistant regional manager. Yeah, my hubby's a good one. He gets on my nerves, though. He gets on my nerves so bad. But, yeah, he's a good person. He's kind of just old school and a conservative. You know what I mean? Will, you're a little depressed. The hoarders are getting to you. I said something about that earlier. I don't know why people feel like they got to take everything off the shelf. I took what I needed, a pack of toilet paper, just one of everything. You know what I mean? You don't got to hoard up. Other people might need something. I got to get some coffee. I'm going to get some fresh here. And that guy that had all that hand sanitizers trying to sell it on eBay, $70 a bottle. They said he apologized. Apologize? It's a little late to apology. You got all the damn hand sanitizer, dude. You know what? He deserves for not to be able to sell all that stuff back. I hope he gets stuck with it. That's his fault for being an idiot. So ignorant. Who would pay $70 a bottle for hand sanitizer? Hell, they still got some at the Dollar Tree and stuff. Hell, if they're out of the hand sanitizer, just get some rubbing alcohol. Rub on your hands. Oh, it's my bar stool scooting, y'all. $110 for a hand sanitizer? That's insane. Yeah, Mary, it's insane. People freak out. I saw someone had a post and they were talking about how everybody's freaked out about the coronavirus. And this is why the government won't give us any information on aliens. Because look how people would freak out. Look how they're freaking out now. It was a funny post. I can't remember exactly how it was worded. I think it was here on YouTube. I think it was on Petra the Gray's channel. I watch a channel called Petra the African Gray. She's a parrot, of course. Marie, I no longer have friends. I'm sorry, Marie. Well, you're our friend here. I'm very merry. I won $150 for a thermometer. They're probably selling them for that. Gee, I wouldn't tell anything either. Not after this. Exactly. Imagine if they, they really did tell people they were aliens, how they would react. Look how they're acting now. There's people's been in fist fights over toilet paper. Jesus. If someone's going to act like that, I'd probably just throw that damn pack of toilet paper in their face is probably what I'd do and walk off. It's like just all of a sudden people just want to have good hygiene. Like they should have had it this whole time. You're supposed to be washing your hands anyways and stuff and using hand sanitizer, you know? Yeah, Tremaine. A lot of people's going to be stuck with a lot of stuff. Yeah. There's no sense in buying that much hand sanitizer and stuff. Goodness gracious. Just go wash your hands. You don't got to use, you're supposed to wash your hands too, not just use hand sanitizer. Like when you use the bathroom, you're not just supposed to use hand sanitizer. You're supposed to wash your hands. People are so ignorant. But, if they are out of hand sanitizer at the store, use rubbing alcohol. You can get rubbing alcohol and rub on your hands if you wanted. There's videos on how to make your own disinfectant wipes and everything here on YouTube. I've seen it. You out of hand sanitizer too? Meow. Oh, that sucks. I did get me some extra feminine stuff, just to have in case. But I only got one pack. Like I said, we only got one of everything because there's other people that need stuff. I got like one can of coffee. There's a lot of old people in this area. Lots. Probably more old people here than my county than young. Guys, I got to thinking, I was like, oh my God, what if Lori Vallow's theory is right and the end of the world's coming? I thought that yesterday. We know that crazy thing's not right though, but gosh, what if the apocalypse has happened? I do think things like that. I try not to freak out though. You can use dish soap, bleach, and water. Works pretty good. Yep. I saw on the news and I thought about my granny. They were talking about taking Clorox wipes out to eat with you and wiping down the table and the salt and pepper shaker. And I said, hell, my granny's been doing that all her life. My granny's a germaphobe. It is nasty if you think about it. Like the salt and pepper shakers when you're out eating at restaurants. Just think how many people go in there and use the bathroom and come back and don't wash their hands and sit down and touch those salt and pepper shakers. It's true. And the bathroom doors. My granny's right about that. She'll be like, those salt and pepper shakers and those bathroom doors is the nastiest things when you're out. She cracks me up. I can't stand Lori Vallow either, Andrew. She is a nut job. Michelle, I have thought about that too. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one that's thought that, Michelle. What if Lori Vallow and Chad Daybell were right? Well, you know what? Even if the end of the world is coming, Lori Vallow ain't gonna lead nobody into heaven. I got news for her. That's my opinion. She ain't gonna be leading nothing except straight into hell. Southern Mom, hey, it's hit my small town now. No toilet paper. Oh, really, Southern Mom? Have you checked at Family Dollar, Dollar General, even the Dollar Tree? Their toilet paper usually sucks, but sometimes they got that Scott's tissue paper in there. My husband's grandmother used to steal the condiments at restaurants years ago. Oh, Lord, my granny, if she's got any extra condiments, she takes those home with any extra napkins. I'll never touch another salt and pepper shaker at a restaurant now. Well, think about it, Southern Mom. My granny is right if you think about it. Think about how many people use the restroom, come back, sit at the table, and didn't wash their hands. My granny never touches the salt and pepper shaker. Used to embarrass me. We'd be out, like, say, at Pizza Hut. She loves to eat at Pizza Hut. Here she'll get in her purse and get that sandwich bag out of Web ones. Here, sissy, she'll say, you want to wash your hands? It used to embarrass me to death. I wipe everything down. Kids touch everything. And you know something that's got a lot of germs on it? Cell phones, tablets. Clean y'all cell phones and tablets. I get under my son for that all the time. I'll look at his phone or tablet and it'll be all sticky and fingerprints everywhere. And I'm like, what the crap? Here, son, let me wipe that down. I got a pack of off-brand TP at Dollar General in my small town due to Walmart shelves being completely empty. Yeah, as far as I know, Family Dollar in my area has a lot of toilet paper, but Walmart was out. I did notice Family Dollar's hand sanitizer and Lysol spray was out, but I had both of those. I did get me an extra bottle of cleaner with bleach. I always use that anyways. I got some Pine Sol. I like to mop in that. Hey, Donna. How are you? I just think, I mean, it's good to be safe and stuff, but I think people's overreacting a little bit. They're going nuts. Be concerned, but gosh, don't go overboard. I saw something about there was a shortage of eggs. There's no eggs in one person's grocery store. And I'm like, thank God I got hens. At least if it does get bad, we'll have something to eat, some protein. And I did go get extra feed for my hens, which I was low on it. I needed it anyways. All cleaners here are pretty much gone. Very Mary, are you in the States or overseas? Me too. She said my kids always bringing their phones in the bathroom with them. Thankfully, their phones are waterproof. I'm always handing them Clorox wipes to clean their phones. Yeah, Kim, I'm bad to take my phone to the bathroom too. It's hard to find milk here, CC. Oh, really? Well, I can't milk Annabelle if there's a milk shortage because she'd have to have had a baby, you know. I think how that works with if you want to have milk goats, they have a baby, and then after the babies, you know, don't need to suck anymore. You just keep milking them. I think that's how that works. I'm actively seeking another goat right now. I'm looking for one. And I had this wonderful idea. I kind of want one that needs me, needs a good home. Like, you know, I don't care to pay for one because I'm actually thinking about doing that too. Because I want one that's registered so I can show it. A Nigerian dwarf goat. But on the other hand, I think maybe I should get one that needs a good home, like how Annabelle needed a good home. You know, she was about starved to death when I got her. One like that that's in need. But I did talk with my hubby about it this morning. I was like, I had this idea. I want a show goat. Get a couple show goats. But I would need a trailer to haul them in. And he said, I couldn't believe it. He said, oh, that would be no problem. Because I could use the trailer to haul my mowers and stuff around too. I was like, it's got to be a trailer. It's an enclosed trailer, like a horse trailer. And he's like, well, that would be a good idea. So I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'd hate to go pay $200, $300 for a goat, then come across a goat that needed a good home, you know. Hey, Leanne. So, but anyhow, I'm going to get another goat at some point. Right now, I found one in Bristol. It's a Nigerian goat, just like Annabelle, and she's got a baby with her. She's $200. But I don't know how I would go pick her up because I don't got a hauling trailer. It'd probably fit in the back of the Jeep. Just let the seat down. Nerdy Niche. Hey, how are you? Let's see if there's anything else going on. I looked to see if there was anything happening with Evelyn's case this morning, and there really wasn't. There's just a lady in Johnson City. It's making up Easter baskets in honor of Evelyn, but to give, to kids in need, putting stuffed animals and stuff, I think they did do a bike ride for Evelyn over the weekend. Saturday morning, I think some bikers rode for her. Marie, I'm trying to adopt a cat, therapy cat, but apartments are giving me a hard time. Oh, really? That sucks, that there's still places, no pets allowed. Because, like, everybody's got pets nowadays. But bad pet owners is why some places don't allow pets. Some people don't take good care of their animals and inside their house and stuff. Some pee and poop everywhere. And it ruins them for other pet owners. Let's see. What else did I write down this morning? I forget. So I told y'all about the baby found in the ditch. That was so sad. That baby felt 40 years ago, had tears frozen to its cheeks. And that was sad about little Jaden being beat by his mom's boyfriend. Oh, yeah. There was a missing mom from Michigan, and her body was found in a ravine, badly burned. Her name was Allison Sargent, 25 years old, reported missing March the 5th by her fiance. And her body was found not long after. Now, she was last seen leaving a shopping center in her 2012 Dodge Journey, but the car still hasn't been found. And she's a mom of two, an 8-year-old, and an infant. Let's see if we can find her. Let me look up her name so y'all can see her picture. There's a lot of sergeants that live around here. Well, I'm always suspicious of the boyfriend. I'm going to screen share. I found an article about oxygen. Oops. She was a pretty lady. It says a badly burnt body that turned up in a backwoods gully in Michigan have been positively identified as a young mother of two who went missing late last week. And the body of Allison Sargent, 25, was recovered from a deserted ravine in Calhoun County, authorities confirmed in a news release. So I guess she was found, I think this was last Saturday. Not this past Saturday, the Saturday before. Emmett Township police officers made the grisly discovery at 2:45 p.m. on Saturday. Scorched leaves were still present at the scene the following day, the Battle Creek Inquirer reported. The Michigan woman had been missing since last Thursday. A cause of death hasn't been released, but police suspect homicide. Well, of course, her body was burnt. It's unclear how she wound up in the ravine, which is located southeast of Battle Creek, about a mile northwest of the interstate road. So she was spotted by surveillance footage leaving a store at 2191 Columbia Avenue in Battle Creek shortly before 1 a.m. Thursday morning. She was later reported missing to the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office that day at around 6 p.m. by her boyfriend. Oh, yeah. I'm a little suspicious of this. I wonder if there's any evidence of her returning home that day or not. So it was 1 a.m. Thursday morning. I'm wondering if she made it home. But anyways, there's a $5,000 reward for information that leads to an arrest and conviction in Sergeant's death. It's sad. 2 kids without a mother. 8-year-old and a baby. I didn't even know she was missing. I've been so caught up in Evelyn's case and other things that I've missed a lot. Battle Creek, always crazy news. Oh, really? Is that a bad place? I don't know if I was pronouncing that county right. Oh, thank you, Kim A. Yeah, she was really pretty verbal, really pretty. I'm just always suspicious of the people closest to them when they go missing like that. Her boyfriend reported her missing. Okay, so being out at 1 a.m., that's kind of late. Like, what was she doing out that late? She's got 2 kids. Unless she just needed to run to the store or something. Needed something. I don't know. I got a feeling this fiance may be involved. I'm going to keep following that, see if there's any updates. Did you get you some coffee, Will? My dog's in here drinking water. Let's see. Chrissy says, my neurologist said he will help with what he can, so maybe. Oh, okay. Y'all are talking to each other. How are you doing, Chrissy? I know you just had surgery recently. Are you recovering good? Yeah, it's verbal. It's very suspicious. Maybe she came home. It's just a theory. Maybe she came home. They had a fight. Things went bad. Maybe they had a fight because she was out so late or something. They've not found her vehicle. I mean, why burn her body like that? If it was someone like it hijacked her vehicle, why take the time to burn her body like that? Why not just ditch your body and go on with the vehicle? Why take the time to burn it? I think it's someone that knows her. I don't think it's a stranger. There was a child murdered in Michigan recently, too, by mom's boyfriend. Oh, my goodness. Little Jaden McGee, he was just murdered by his mom's boyfriend. Fractured skull. Bless it. Oh, my gosh. When I was reading that article, I could just see that guy abusing him. I'd like to have not made it through that article without crying. It really got to me. Here she trusted him to babysit her kid while she was working. He abused him and killed him. He'd probably done been abused him. You cannot trust these men with your kids, ladies. Some of these low down men. Why wasn't his ass out working? That tells a lot. What kind of person can be mean to kids and animals? I'll never get it. I'm going to let my coffee get cold if I don't watch. Hey, Elisa. I didn't see you come in. Sorry. I got to eat my coffee a second. For any of y'all that missed it earlier, they come out with an article accusing Jennifer Dulos of having a fling with Matt Lauer and Charlie Rose back in the 90s when she was in her 20s. I don't even know why they printed that. That has nothing to do with Bodas allegedly murdering her. People are so stupid. Where's the proof? They didn't even have a damn picture of it. I mean, it's just hearsay. Yeah, it is stupid, Mel Mel. It really pissed me off. I don't know which friend of hers did that, but that is low. That is not a friend. I said earlier, with a friend like that, who needs enemies? Yeah, it just showed. I mean, yeah, she had bad taste of men. A lot of us do. A lot of us has picked shitty men. Yeah, and her friend said something about she did it for basically for clout. Hell, she didn't need clout. She didn't need those men because they were powerful. She's from a powerful family. She's from a wealthy family. She didn't need them. She was young when that happened. They probably manipulated her into going out with them, if she even did it. It's really none of nobody's business if she did. Some friend just trying to get 5 minutes of fame. Exactly, Elisa. Her family's got lots of clout and money. It really pissed me off. I can't believe someone would come out and say that. I can't even believe they printed that. I was shocked when I saw it yesterday. And I was pissed, and I'm still pissed. You know, her kids might see that. They've been through enough. Yeah, most women have had a piece of crap man. Not all men are pieces of crap. Don't get me wrong. No. There's good men in this world. There's good women, there's bad women, you know. But some of us women's got just bad taste in men. Some men's got bad taste in women too, you know. It goes both ways. Back then, he wasn't known as a pervert. No. It said he was a rising star back then on the Today Show. And Charlie Rose, hell, I've never watched that man. It said he was on some kind of popular talk show. I don't know what it was. I've never even watched him. I know who he is. When do we get a list of his old girlfriends? Yeah, that'd be interesting to see. Well, Matt Lauer and Charlie Rose, they both denied having a fling with Jennifer Dulos. Even if it's true, they would have denied it, but there's no evidence this is true. But their wives are not happy with that article. I bet Jennifer's mother's not happy with it either. I bet she's pissed. I would be. Here, Jennifer's been going on almost a year, allegedly murdered, and they still can't find her body. And they're printing crap like this. There's nothing going on with the case right now, so they had to come up with something to talk about. Yeah, since when do you get judged for your ex-partners? Yeah, I mean, like, we've all been young and dumb at one time. So what if she went out with them and they were married? That was years ago. Everybody makes mistakes. That doesn't have anything to do with her death. All that article did, it pointed out that, yeah, she had bad taste in men. So what? So crazy. They just need something to talk about. Hey, Paige, how are you? You surviving the coronavirus? I hope by them closing schools and closing some things down, maybe they'll get a hold on that virus and it won't spread too much. Seems like it spreads pretty quick. I saw, basically spread like the flu spread. Here, Tom Hanks and his wife has it. I hated to hear that. I love Tom Hanks. Right, Elisa. Those kids has been through enough. Their mom's gone, their dad's gone, and everybody thinks Fotis murdered their mother. I feel bad for them. I hope they're in therapy. I'm sure they are. I know they were at one point. And there's 5 of them. 2 sets of twins. I can't believe they had 2 sets of twins. That's crazy. Then the bad men should have a sticker on the forehead to warn us. Yeah, Marie. Well, those bad men, usually there's some warning signs, and us women choose to overlook it. I know that's how I've been in the past. Elisa, try not to freak out about the virus. Just be concerned, but try not to panic out about it. I know it's hard, but just take precautions. Hope you don't live in a big city. Tattoo of a bullseye. Yeah, verbal. At this point, I wish I wasn't in a major city. Yeah, I know. I'm thankful I'm not. I'm thankful I'm in my small little town right now. I stay home a lot out of the public, anyways. Oh, God, Elisa. No wonder you're panicked. You live in Philadelphia. I'd say, I would probably be more panicked and more concerned if I lived in a big city. I'm in a small coal mining town. They've already been doing that, Gene. They've already been buying everything up, reselling it. That guy bought, gosh, I can't even remember, 17,000 bottles hand sanitizer. Tried to resell them $70 a bottle on eBay. Friggin' asshole. If he was a good person, he'd be giving some of that hand sanitizer out to people. If he was really sorry, because he did apologize, they said, for it. If he was really sorry, he'd be donating some of that hand sanitizer, wouldn't he? He's not going to. His ass will be at a flea market this summer selling that stuff. Like at flea markets around here, somehow people get a lot of those items that are new, like big bulks of shampoo and stuff, and they'll set up at the flea market and sell. Usually I buy it from there. The seal's not been broke or anything. Who knows how many people I've been exposed to in the last month. Oh my gosh, Alexa. I probably would panic. All jokes aside, I probably would panic if I lived in a big city. I live in a smaller city as well, but the county over for me, 2 men, has been confirmed with having it. Well, so there was 2 people that tested positive like 2 hours from me. Amazon had someone selling 48 rolls of TP for $399. Boss gal, are you serious? Oh my gosh. What a bunch of assholes. I thought that was illegal to do that. I thought that was illegal to jack up prices of stuff during a crisis. Donate to retirement homes and hospitals, homeless shelters. Yes, that's what that guy should do. Boss gal, oh my gosh. Oh, I know you're telling the truth. That is crazy, though. Who can regulate everybody? They can't regulate everybody. Paige, it is illegal. They should go to jail. People are ridiculous. I know. I know, and going in these stores and buying everything off the shelf and not leaving anything for others, that's so disrespectful, so greedy. It shows that people just think about themselves. They don't care about others. The stores should do something about it. They should have a limit. One pack of toilet paper, one bottle of bleach, one bottle of hand sanitizer is all you can buy, to ensure that everybody, in the area can get some. Jesus. My BF is in New York and everything is shut down. Gosh, I'd hate to be in New York right now. Morgan, we have 15 new cases in my county as of today. Oh my goodness. Gene, there was a guy confirmed having it in my county. What he said was his symptoms are very mild. He works at a hospital. Oh my goodness. One person should never clear a shelf. Right, Marie? When I went to Walmart. What day was it? Thursday. There wasn't that many people in there. I was shocked. I was relieved, though, because those people get on my nerves, cutting me off and not saying excuse me. If you don't say excuse me to me, it makes me mad. I can't stand rude people. But there wasn't that many people in there. I had already bought toilet paper. I'd got mine from the Family Dollar, but I walked over to the toilet paper aisle to see if there was any. Completely gone. Paper towels and all. Wiped out. Empty. I was like, Jesus. But my hubby was down at the Family Dollar again yesterday, and he said there was plenty of toilet paper. There's no mac and cheese in 3 stores. My kids will be upset. Oh, my goodness. It's getting bad. The state liquor stores are closing here in PA on Tuesday. The lines are so long, it's crazy. The woman was interviewed because she had a shopping cart full of liquor. Oh, my goodness. Damn, she's preparing for the long haul. And just go get some sugar and corn and a little bit of yeast and make some moonshine. I'm dying to make some moonshine. I was talking to my hubby about it. I'd like to do that one day. Just make, enough for my own personal use. It's legal to make so much for your own personal use, but you can't sell it. She said, if it's the end of the world, I don't want to be sober. LOL, left that. Linda, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Coffee CC. Have a great day. Be safe and be kind. Got to start doing some real life things. Don't work too hard, Linda. I know how it is. I'm always doing real life things. Hobbling around, limping on my damn leg. Wears me out. My father's having open heart surgery today in NYC. If anything happens, I won't be able to go. Oh my gosh, Morgan. Prayers for your dad. Hope everything's okay. Hope he comes through surgery good. I'm sure he will. I have apple flavored moonshine that was homemade. It was wonderful. Oh yeah, apple moonshine's good. Hot apple pie. I like that. I've got some peach brandy right now. We're not like big drinkers here. My hubby will take a little drink of brandy every now and then. A little sip of liquor. Let me let Smokey out. He's wanting out to do something. Boo-boo, what do you want? You need to go out? Hold on. Okay, guys. Yeah, I gotta get going in a second too. Get my son up out of bed. He's sleeping in. Get some breakfast made. I like making pina coladas. You know what my favorite drink is? Bahama Mamas. If I'm going to drink a mixed drink, I drink Bahama Mamas. Gosh, when we went to Florida, the hubby's uncle owns a bar there. We would go there at the evenings and I drink Bahama Mamas. Drink way too many. I drank so many Bahama Mamas. This is gross, y'all. But the next day, after I drank so many Bahama Mamas, when I went and peed, it smelled like pineapple. I swear. And I was like, whoa, I need to back off drinking those. Paige, those are good. I know. I don't like, like a lot of mixed drinks. I'm not a big margarita fan. I'm not one of those people that can drink like Jack and Coke, mixed drink like that. If I'm going to drink liquor, I have to do shots and have a chaser. I shouldn't have told y'all that story about the Bahama Mamas, but I swear it was the truth. I told my hubby, I was like, my pee smelled like pineapples and stuff this morning. When I paid, he's like, damn, that's not good. You drink too much. Oh, pineapple knickers. Oh, yeah, I do like Long Island iced teas. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Have a good day, Kim. Have a good day, faithful one. Okay, y'all. I'm going to get off here and get some things done. I will see y'all in the morning. Be safe, y'all, if y'all are out. And make sure to use hand sanitizer. And hopefully things improve and they get a hold on this coronavirus, because I'm worried like everything might shut down, internet and all. You never know. But I'm trying not to freak out. But anyways, love y'all. Bye. Be kind. Peace.